Especially with young children, it's important to use their language, what they say, and then ask them more about what that meant. Like, what does that look like? What does that sound like? So really, that's community, right? So community means I'm seeking to understand you. I'm modeling so much in those 6 to 8 weeks, this value of listening to understand someone. Vanessa, I saw that you had an idea. Did you want to share something? I asked the students questions like, what do you notice? What do you wonder? Because it's so open-ended. It gives them space to like say and access like wherever they feel they need to, and then just listen and write down the words they're saying, and then go back and go, when you said this, can you tell me more what that meant? And like just practice that step of asking that question and then asking a student to say more about what they meant. I think starting that path then helps set up that, okay, the student's end of like, my teacher is like actually trying to be curious about what I'm saying and asking me to say more. And we're practicing as an educator, like taking ourselves away from the front and being more side by side with our students to listen, to ask with genuine curiosity, like what they mean, what they think, and give yourself time to do that.
Anytime that we provide the kids with time to talk with each other and figure something out, they are trying to develop their own understanding and they're using their own language. And that helps me as I'm listening to conversations assess what they already know, and then what vocabulary they already have so that I can start from where they are and build from that.
For me, in my experience, that was always something where I could gauge what the students were actually learning or catching on to was by the language that they used. As a teacher, it's really easy to assume, that Enrique over here, he was distracted, he wasn't paying attention, he probably didn't get anything out of it. And then you find out that the whole time, like he was engaged, he was listening, he was learning, so it's really like rethinking everything. A lot of times, we say these things and then there's an expectation that the kid's just magically gonna get it, but it also takes like persistence from us to be committed and to continue showing up and to continue checking in. And
it's fun because over time they start taking your language. They don't realize what's happening, but they start saying your language. And so modeling is so important. And honestly, like in my experience, I cannot teach or be or do what I have not experienced for myself. And so it's important that teachers in a community, we're doing that with each other. We're being curious, we're listening, because if we don't know what that feels like, it's so hard to like convince students that that is like what we believe in. Students are so incredibly clever and sharp because they're like, you're telling me this is important to you, but you don't treat me that way.
And it's important because especially in our setting where we're trying to do collaborative work and at times in partnership with community members or outside organizations, it's really important for them to also kind of build that rapport with the people that we're either doing something in service of or in partnership with, and all of it is for when they're our age, they're gonna have the communication skills and the ability to adapt and really like troubleshoot, problem solve, and pivot when they need to. I think it's modeled by the adult. I mean, it's all almost like a cycle, right? Like it's circular. It's not, there's no really start or end. It's continuous learning and just modeling of behaviors that you begin to see reciprocated from the students towards the teachers or the guide or coach.